This market will be shut down for the remainder of this week. It will not be open tomorrow. It will not be open on Wednesday. It will not be open on Thursday. It will not be open on Friday.
A major showdown is brewing in Anambra State. And this time it's between Governor Chukwuma Soludo and the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB. The issue? The controversial Monday sit-at-home. The flashpoint? Onitsha Main Market, one of the largest trading hubs in West Africa. And the latest twist? The governor has ordered the market shut down for 1 week, maybe even a month, if traders don't comply with his directive to open on Mondays. But IPOB isn't backing down. They've called the move intimidation, economic blackmail, and an abuse of power. So what exactly is going on? Why did Soludo take this drastic step? And what does it mean for traders, residents, and the future of governance in the Southeast? Stay with us as we break it all down. But first, if you're getting value from this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Like this video, drop a comment below, and share it with someone who needs to stay informed. It helps us keep bringing you stories that matter. Now let's dive in. On Monday, Governor Soludo personally visited Onitsha Main Market for an on-site inspection. What he found wasn't encouraging. Despite repeated government appeals, warnings, and assurances of security, the market was largely shut. Traders refused to open their shops. Market leaders stayed away. And the usual hustle and bustle of one of Africa's busiest commercial centers was replaced by silence and locked gates. For Soludo, this was the final straw. Standing in the middle of the empty market, surrounded by security operatives, police, army, civil defense, the governor announced his decision. This market will remain closed for 1 week. And if traders still refuse to comply by Monday, February 2nd, 2026, we will extend the closure to 1 month. Asterisk. He didn't mince words. He called it economic sabotage. He said the state government cannot stand by while a few individuals undermine public safety and disregard official directives meant to restore normalcy. Barricades were immediately erected. Security personnel took positions. And just like that, Onitsha Main Market, the engine room of Southeast commerce, was sealed off. Before we continue, this is a passionate appeal. Analytics from YouTube show that 96% of those who watch Brainspot Media haven't subscribed to Brainspot Media. When you subscribe and like this video, you help Brainspot Media to grow and help this video reach a wider audience. Please like this video, subscribe, comment your thoughts, and share. Thank you. Let's continue. According to the Anambra State government, the Monday sit-at-home is bleeding the economy dry. They claim that every Monday that businesses remain closed costs Anambra State alone about 8 billion naira. Across the entire Southeast region, the weekly loss is estimated at 19.6 billion naira. That's not small money. And it's not just about traders. Civil servants don't go to work. Schools are empty. Banks are closed. Transport systems are paralyzed. Life grinds to a halt every Monday. Governor Soludo has made it clear, enough is enough. During his inspection, he said, "You either decide that you're going to trade here, or you go elsewhere. I am very serious about this." The Commissioner for Information, Law Mefer, backed him up, warning that other markets across the state would face similar penalties if they refused to open on Mondays. The message was loud and clear. The government is done negotiating. Compliance is no longer optional. But IPOB wasn't having it. Within hours of the shutdown, the group's spokesman, Emma Powerful, released a fiery statement condemning the governor's action. He called it disappointing and unacceptable. He accused Soludo of weaponizing markets against the people, of using intimidation and blackmail instead of governance, of trying to force citizens to surrender their rights to fear. In his words, no governor has the power to punish citizens for peacefully exercising their conscience. No administration has the right to weaponize markets against the people. The threats to shut down markets for the rest of the week are not governance. They are intimidation. Emma Powerful went further. He urged residents to defy the closure and resume trading on Tuesday. He reminded everyone that the Monday sit-at-home is a form of civil disobedience, a peaceful protest against what IPOB sees as injustice, particularly the continued detention of their leader, Nnamdi Kanu. He even threw a warning at the governor. Asterisk. Soludo will not remain in office forever. The day he leaves office, history will judge his choices, and the people will remember who stood with them and who stood against them. Asterisk. It was a direct challenge, and it showed that this confrontation is far from over. To understand this crisis, you have to go back to the beginning. The Monday sit-at-home started years ago as a protest by IPOB. It was meant to draw attention to the detention of Nnamdi Kanu and the broader Biafran agitation. At first, it was voluntary. People stayed home out of solidarity. But over time, things changed. Criminal elements began to enforce the sit-at-home with violence. Businesses were attacked. Vehicles were burned. People were threatened. Even after IPOB officially canceled the weekly sit-at-home, the fear remained. Many traders and workers still stayed home on Mondays, not because they supported the protest, but because they were afraid of what might happen if they didn't. And that's the situation Governor Soludo is trying to break. He believes that the sit-at-home has become a weapon of fear, that it's being used to paralyze the economy, and that if he doesn't act decisively, the Southeast will continue to lose billions every week. According to the Anambra State government, the Monday sit-at-home costs the state 8 billion naira every week. That's over 400 billion naira a year. For the entire Southeast region, the weekly loss is 19.6 billion naira. That's nearly 1 trillion naira annually. Think about what that money could do. Schools, hospitals, roads, infrastructure, jobs. But instead, it's being lost every single Monday because markets are closed, workers are at home, and businesses are paralyzed. And it's not just about money. It's about livelihoods. Families who depend on daily sales to survive. Traders who can't pay rent. Children who can't go to school because their parents have no income. That's the reality of a sit-at-home. And that's why Soludo says he has no choice but to act. But here's the problem. Many traders don't feel safe opening on Mondays. Some support the sit-at-home. Others don't. But almost all of them are afraid. Afraid of attacks. Afraid of being labeled traitors. Afraid of losing their goods or their lives. And that fear is real. Over the years, there have been incidents. Shops have been vandalized. Vehicles have been set on fire. People have been threatened. So when Governor Soludo orders them to open their shops and threatens to shut down the market if they don't, traders are caught in the middle. One trader, speaking anonymously, put it this way. Asterisk, we want to work. We need to feed our families. But who will protect us? If something happens, will the governor come and replace our goods? Will he bring back our lives? Asterisk. That's the dilemma. And it's why this issue is so complicated. Governor Soludo also visited schools during his inspection. Technically, schools were open. But in reality, many students and teachers didn't show up. Parents are afraid to send their children to school on Mondays. Teachers are afraid to go to work. Augustine Aker, a PTA chairman at Community Secondary School in Onitsha, summed it up. Markets, banks, and transport stations do not operate on Mondays. Without these essential services, it will be difficult for children to attend school. Security must be beefed up for this directive to work. Another parent, Patrick Ugger, echoed the same concern. He said the success of Monday resumption depends on safety assurances for both students and teachers. And Madam Jadika, a parent at Okwana Central School in Nui, asked a simple but powerful question. Yes, the governor has done what he should, but how is the directive going to work? Even government offices don't open. How can I send my children to school on a Monday? These are real concerns, and they show that enforcement alone won't solve the problem. People need to feel safe first. That's the big question. Governor Soludo says he's protecting law-abiding citizens, that he's restoring normalcy, that he's stopping economic sabotage. But IPOB says he's using intimidation, that he's weaponizing markets, that he's punishing people for exercising their conscience. So who's right? The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. On one hand, the Monday sit-at-home is clearly hurting the economy. Billions are being lost. Families are suffering. And something has to be done. On the other hand, shutting down markets and threatening traders might not be the best solution. Fear can't be legislated away. And if people don't feel safe, they won't comply, no matter what the governor says. As of now, Onitsha Main Market remains closed. The governor has given traders until Monday, February 2nd, 2026, to comply. If they don't, the closure could be extended to 1 month. IPOB, meanwhile, has urged residents to defy the order and resume trading immediately. So we're heading for a showdown. Will traders open their shops? Will IPOB back down? Will the government enforce the closure with force? Nobody knows. But one thing is clear, this issue is far from over. And whatever happens next will have major implications, not just for Anambra State, but for the entire Southeast region. This is a complex issue. There are no easy answers. Governor Soludo has a responsibility to restore economic activity and protect livelihoods. But traders and residents also have legitimate fears, and those fears can't be ignored. The real question is, can this be resolved through dialogue, or will it escalate into something worse? That's what we're watching closely. So what do you think? Is Governor Soludo right to shut down Onitsha Market? Or is this government overreach? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you like this video, please help Brainspot Media to grow and reach a wider audience. Subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification bell. Smash the like button. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.